Right, spring is the time to start watching for some of our spring invasive species, such as garlic mustard. Right here is some garlic mustard. This herb will have hundreds of seeds that will last in the soil for decades, and we don't want this to keep spreading around the forest floor. You can see in this patch right here, it's taking up space where other native wildflowers could be growing. So here's how you identify garlic mustard. The top leaves have a spade shape with a point and a wiggly, smooth margin. The basal leaves, or the leaves that come out around the base, have a kidney shape like this one, also with a wiggly, smooth margin or wavy margin. If you pull off a leaf and you crush it in your fingers, it's gonna smell like garlic or like onion pretty strongly. This one's about to go to flower, but over here is one that is flowering. So you can see what the flowers look like. They're white with 4 petals like that, and there'll be a cluster of white flowers once it's in bloom. The base of the garlic mustard has a fuzzy purple stem. See those fuzzy purple stems right there? This plant pulls out of the ground really easily, and it's really safe to grab. It doesn't have any thorns or anything. It should come out of the ground super easily in most soils. So you can pull it out. Now, since these ones are almost flowering, in some cases they are flowering, we want to put this in a trash bag and put it in the trash, because that could go to seed. Even though we're pulling it, it could still go to seed. Now, when you're out looking for garlic mustard, pulling it out to help do your part to protect our native lands, we want to be careful not to accidentally pull something else out. We don't want to accidentally grab this. It looks a little bit like garlic mustard, but this plant right here has pointy leaf margins, super fuzzy or prickly stems. This is stinging nettles. This will burn your hands. If you grab a hold of it, it will sting you. However, this is a native plant that is host plant to lots of native butterflies. Their caterpillars will be nibbling on this, so we do want to leave this if it's in a safe place. Another plant that you might confuse as garlic mustard, we can see in the springtime over here. This has a white looking flower at first glance. These are spring beauties. Of course, they don't have any leaves that look anything like garlic mustard, so we definitely don't want to pull these spring beauty native wildflowers out by accident. Those guys are native. We wouldn't want to pick it because we do want it to go to seed so that it can have more flowers. Thanks again for learning about garlic mustard with me today. One last reminder, make sure you're always pulling the right plant before you pull anything out in a wild area or a forest. You don't want to remove anything that belongs there. Make sure you have identified garlic mustard 100% certain. And if it is garlic mustard, not only does it smell garlicky or oniony, it also tastes garlicky and oniony. It's an edible herb that you could take home, make into a pesto, throw in your salad, feed to your turtle. It's pretty good, pretty tasty. Make sure you're pulling the right thing, and none of our native wildflowers. Thanks for doing your part in helping keep our forests native and healthy for wildlife.